KTM booth with
Danika White.
and she races the Canadian Women's Nationals on the West Series. How was last season?
Last season was good. I was actually coming out of injury, so I was pretty happy with how it went. I ended up breaking both my ankles, which you were there that day when that happened in 2012. So I was pretty happy with how it went. I ended up finishing 11th overall in the Women's West Championship, so I was pretty happy. I did want a top 10, but I was pretty stoked with how it went. AMSs went great. Ended up finishing 2nd overall for the Ladies A. That was an awesome year for sure. Turning point of that year was definitely Drumheller, racing with Dom and all you guys. So that was really fun, and it went really good.
What are your goals coming into the 2014 season?
I definitely want to try and get for sure top 10 this year. Feeling a lot better on the bike, more comfortable. Jumps are coming. Definitely tentative with my ankles last year after having surgery on them. So feeling pretty good though. I definitely want to try top 10 for the West Series though.
You're pretty close. I know in Drumheller, you and Dominique were battling it out there, and then even in Calgary, you guys were so close there. What is it going to take to get that little bit extra to be able to get past her?
Well, you know, we're just going to have to put some sugar in her gas tank and, you know, try and get her out of the series. No, it'll be good. I'm excited. I know we have more of an edge whenever we race together, so I'm really happy I got Dom to ride with this year. So she's going to be through the winter, we've studded up our bikes, so at least practicing together, knowing the feeling of like being close together and pushing each other. So I think having her is going to be great. Then also my boyfriend Charlie, we've been training a lot through the winter, so I think just a little bit more of an edge and being more confident on jumps, which is going to come, so I'm happy with that.
How do you feel about going to Nanaimo? Have you ever raced there or been there?
Well, I was actually pretty shocked that they ended up going with Nanaimo. I thought it would have been Regina. It would kind of, I don't know, it makes sense having one in BC, Alberta, and Saskatchewan. I was pretty stoked I wanted it to be Regina because I got everyone in my family there, so I pretty much would have half of Saskatchewan cheering me on. But I'm excited. Nanaimo will be fun. I kind of think they want a bigger turnout out at Nanaimo. I know gates, they didn't have a lot of people through the gates last year. So it'll probably be good to get the women out there and go out of a van. Prices, it shouldn't be that pricey if you're just living out of a van for the weekend, and then bring a trailer down to Kamloops, shower up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it should be good. So I'm excited. It makes me nervous though, because I know sometimes Nanaimo's sometimes raining a lot, but we love the mud, so it should be good, right? It's always good that. So maybe I have to keep the 150 for that race.
Speaking of the 150, you were racing that last summer. Are you going to be on the same bike this summer?
I'm going to be on the 250 SX. Actually my dad has a 2012 KTM SX. I loved it. I actually couldn't ride it at the start of last year because it vibrated too much and I felt like the metal in my legs, I just couldn't even stand on it. So he got a Scalvini pipe put on his bike, which tamed it down a lot. And I just loved it. That changed everything. So I'm going to go to 250 this year.
Very nice. Do you have any sponsors, anyone that you'd like to thank?
Well, I would like to first off thank CycleWorks Foothills and the CycleWorks company for helping me out. And I also work down at the Foothills location, so it's awesome being there and especially getting time off to come race. Also KTM Canada, they helped me out this year and I'm excited to ride for them next year as well. And then obviously my family and boyfriend Charlie, they've helped me out. My dad brought me to all the races this year. Was our good driver, so I'm happy I got to sleep in the truck a lot this year and didn't have to drive. So that'll be good. And then I guess we'll see what happens this year for sponsors. I'm excited. Sorry.
Who do you think's going to win the Supercross Championship this year? 450 class.
Ooh, okay, that's a tough one. You got to go with some orange in there, right?
I guess so.
I want to see Roxon up there, and I want to see Dungy, but this guy right here, you know, our best friend, but it's a tough one. Even I didn't think Brayton would be up there, and after last night, I can't even call it. I've got money on stuff, but I don't know. I hope it's someone different than Villapoto this year, so it should be interesting.